Oh, God, yeah. Where are we at? We on there? It's all dark. Oh, there we are. You sweet, beautiful people. God. You guys are getting that email, that notification. It says Brohio's live. They're live. They're live streaming on the YouTube. Yeah, we are. It's Sunday night. We're getting this stuff done. Hey, baby boys. Hey, Jed, Marlene, Coble, Mansquatch, Dano, Holly, Ashley. How's everybody doing? Sparky, how's it going? James, Nermal. Thank you guys for being here. Ain't you guys got fucking jobs? You gotta be in bed. Tomorrow's Monday, and you get off the shit. What's up, Danny? How's everybody doing? Tim, thanks for being here, buddy. All right, you good? I'm good if you're good.
Let's fucking do it, man.
For those of you watching on YouTube, we just got done watching this TikTok video of this. It's a Ring doorbell, and there's an auntie leaving. She's leaving the front door. Jesus Christ!
Why is that on this laptop?
I don't know, man.
It's in the other window.
Oh, I was doing test sounds at the live show. Oh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, dude, that's good. And keep them coming. Oh, yeah. Keep them coming, dude.
Why are we kids?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
This goes on for another minute.
Ooh, mercy. Okay.
It says bomb. It says can't release properly.
Oh
shit.
On our soundboard, I have the words hard fart written. Yeah. And I use that a lot in my everyday travels. I'll say hard fart a lot. And people are like, what is a hard fart? I'm like, hey, you know what a hard fart is.
Yeah.
You've had one.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, let's get this going for real. Rob Dog, I love it when you come see. I love it when you come see Grandma on Sunday nights, because I know there's only one reason you're coming to see Grandma on Sunday night. Because you know that's the night I like to eat my Jolly Ranchers. I get to sucking on them, Rob Dog. And then you like to see Grandma with her teeth out, don't you?
I do.
If you like to see Grandma with her dentures out, oh, God. Fuck. Don't send us an email. We've been getting a lot of nasty emails. Some guy keeps on sending us his feet.
Forward that to me.
I just don't like. I don't know why I don't like. We talk a lot of fictitious stuff here, but this guy does not have good feet, and he keeps on sending them to us.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It's just such an odd way to send, maybe Snapchat somebody a picture of your feet.
Yeah.
And maybe, just not email it. Not email.
Yeah.
Instagram. I think even Facebook has a vanishing mode or something like that. Or
you could,
I don't know,
like fax it or something.
I don't do too much sneaking around. If I want to send you a picture of my feet, I'll just do it, Rob.
I know. I've come to expect it.
Oh, well, we're talking about oh, God, yeah. We're talking about sex trafficking in this episode. If you hang around to the end of us talking, you get the interview with our friend Haley.
Yeah.
She's got a story of her being kidnapped. She was sex trafficked, and she found her way out, and she's doing good things with her life now, and she's got a lot of good to share. We are so happy to have her on the show. She is an absolute dream.
Mm-hmm.
She's wonderful. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's great.
So proud to have her as a listener.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's humbling to hear stories like that. It really is. Just I'm thankful that I was never fucking forced to have sex with men. Not that I would have had to have been forced into doing that.
Yeah, right.
But I'm just glad knowing that she legit was like kidnapped. She said,
yeah,
it was like a movie. Someone took a rag and put it over her mouth.
Chloroformed her.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I was going to call it chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll?
And I didn't say it during the interview because,
yeah.
But now I'm thinking in my head, chlorophyll? More like borophyll.
Yeah. That got something to do with plants.
Chloroform is what you're talking about.
Yeah, chloroform. Chlorophyll is plants.
Yeah. Chloroform is what my mom used to use on us to go to bed.
Yes.
Yeah. And kids are dying because of Benadryl. Apparently there's a TikTok thing right now where you overdose on Benadryl. Listen here, motherfuckers. One of those things will make you sleep. You don't need to take any more than that.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. I hate kids. When I was patching that drywall today, I just cannot stand them. They're just icky. They're mean. They're rambunctious. They break shit.
So what happened with that? How did that happen? The drywall.
You don't know how it happened?
I don't think so.
My oldest daughter
Uh-huh.
was here with a friend.
Yeah.
They were in front of the snacky cabinet.
Okay.
The oldest daughter started dancing.
Okay.
She stepped on her sock. She fell down into the wall, head and shoulder in, just like the fucking shampoo dog, head and shoulders into the wall. Huge 12 to 16-inch hole in the wall.
Damn.
The size of her head and shoulder. I said, I don't believe you. I walked over there. I looked at the hole. All of her fucking hair stuck in the hole. So, yeah, I guess I do. I said,
Holy
okay,
shit.
okay. I believe you.
Yeah, maybe you did talk about this.
Maybe. And then today, I go to patching drywall that big. You got to put, like, wood behind it, you know, but you got to fucking put her in there.
You got to anchor it.
I go to the hardware store. I get the stuff I needed. I come home. I start to slap it together. I get it all, I get the drywall compound. I thin it out a little bit. I'm putting it over the first coat, get everything laid down. I get everything looking real good. I'm proud of myself. I say, well, after I sand this bitch, this is going to look really good. Yeah. It's not going to look like a whole entire fucking human fell through this thing.
Right.
I walk in the living room. I look at all three of my kids. They look up. They look me in the eye, and I say, listen to me, guys. Look at me. Concentrate. They know I'm serious when I say, look at me. When I want them to make eye contact with me, I'm telling them something really important. Mm-hmm. I said, that hole in the hallway, I patched it. I fixed it. It's going to take a day to dry. There's a lot of compound on there. Don't touch it. Please, God, I worked so hard on this to make it look nice because it's the main passageway of our home. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
They all look at me. Okay, Dad. I walk down the steps to go out front to take the tools back to the garage. I come back up the steps 3 seconds later, and I say, you guys heard me, right? They all look at me again. They say, yeah. Half an hour later, Stacy gets home from the grocery store. She goes to the bathroom. She said, oh, you patched it. I said, oh, yeah, I did. She said, someone ran their finger through it.
Oh, my God.
I walked down the hallway. I'm like, motherfucker, someone took their finger, ran it through it, took 2 more steps down the hallway, and then wiped their finger off about 2 feet away from the patched hole.
Oh, my gosh.
I look in the bathroom, and Paisley's squatted down, butt naked, underneath the sink, getting bath toys out. She's just squatting naked. And I said, did you put your fucking fingers in the hole out here? And she just looked at me with her hair in her face and like spaghetti and chocolate on her face, and she said, yeah. Didn't even try to lie. Yeah. And I said, why did you do that? She said, I don't know. I can't fucking take it anymore around here, dude. They're rising up against me.
I don't know.
They're assaulting they're insulting my intelligence.
They're destroying your property.
They don't care, man. They just don't care. So now I've got a beautiful fucking patch job up there with a 6-year-old finger mark right through it.
I don't know.
It was just funny because she's sitting there squatted naked. I'm just standing there like, why'd you run your finger through the? And I can imagine. No one likes to be cornered naked, you know.
Right.
No one likes to be subjected to interrogation while they're naked.
Yeah.
But man, she got it, and she was ready to. She rolled over. She was not about the lie. She said, "Yeah, I did it. So what? What are you gonna do?" She just.
Well, at least she owned up to it.
I fucking don't even understand kids anymore, man.
Oh man, that's funny.
We got 3 new Patreon subscribers since we did a new episode 2 days ago. And first off is old Double D, Destiny Dockery. She wrote us and said, they don't call me Double D for nothing. I said, well, what do you mean? She said, my name's Destiny Dockery. I said, well, thanks for coming to the Bro.io Patreon. That's why they call her the Dirty D.
Ooh.
Dirty Double D, Destiny. Thanks, Destiny, for being here with us.
And next we got Christian Leahy.
Leahy.
I think.
Leahy. You guys aren't doing the Peaches song at your house, are you? Jack Black Peaches?
A little bit.
Hasn't stopped here.
Really?
Had to learn it on the guitar yesterday for the kids. It's good. How about old Tim Williams? If it's the same Tim Williams I used to work with, man, he used to watch me beat the ever-loving shit out of people, but I doubt it. That's a pretty common name, but Tim, if that's you, thanks for being here. If not, this is the new Tim Williams. You are my new Tim Williams, Tim.
Oh.
Thanks for
the old in with the new.
Yeah, man. And if you're the guy that keeps on sending us pictures of your feet, thank you. Because that is so fucking hot, man.
It's going right in the old spank bank.
Now, what's going on? What's going on out there? We got Madisonville, Texas. Shit's going down, man. We usually have a funny article for you.
Yeah.
This article says 6 cattle found dead in Texas with their tongues missing.
Probably the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, both of our news stories back to back.
Tongue related.
Tongue stories.
Yeah.
And dude, I fucking love French kissing too. So it only adds up that I would do a couple tongue stories. I'll tell my wife. I'll say she'll wake up in the morning. She'll say good morning. She doesn't even have her coffee yet. And I'll give her a kiss on the cheek, and she's just like kind of swaying, making her coffee. And I'll be like, "You give me some tongue?" And she says, "No." I don't care.
I like French kissing too, but I call it Mexican kissing because it's south of the border. Cha-ching. Got it.
In what could be a plot from an episode of The X-Files, the authorities are investigating the mysterious deaths in 3 Texas counties of 6 cattle that were found with their tongues missing.
Oh, man.
Ranchers found the mutilated remains of a 6-year-old longhorn cross cow on their property, the Madison County Sheriff's Office said on Facebook. The office did not say when the cow was discovered, but said a straight, clean cut with apparent precision had been made to remove the hide around its mouth on one side. The meat under the removed hide was untouched, and the cow's tongue was gone with no blood spilled.
Huh. Well.
It's a chupacabra.
Yeah.
There were no signs of a struggle, footprints, or tire tracks in the area, said the authorities, who added that the grass around the carcass was undisturbed. Ranchers also reported that no predators or birds would scavenge the remains of the cow, leaving it to decay untouched for several weeks, the sheriff's office said. Well, what the fuck is going on out there? In its investigation, which is Madison County, which is about 100 miles southeast of Waco, the office said it had learned of 5 other similar cases that involved 4 adult cows and 1 yearling in Brazos, that's a good porn website.
That's what I was thinking.
In Robertson counties. Each of those cases were reported in different locations, pastures, and herds. Though the exact cause of death for the livestock is unknown, each of them was found the same way, on their sides with the exposed part of their face cut along the jawline and their tongues removed. Only 2 of the 5 cows, a circular cut was made, removing the anus and...
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, shit.
I love it.
All these news articles are always trying to make me come. On 2 of the 5 cows, a circular cut was made, removing the anus and external genitalia, the office said. This circular cut was made with the same precision as the cuts noted around the jaw lines of each. This is fucking gnarly, dude. This is going on right now. Oh man, it cut my cow's anus out. What the fuck? We got to do an episode on cattle mutilation. It just, yeah, man, it's.
Oh, dude, I'd be so salty if I was that cow.
The cow.
So fun.
You're the fucking rancher. You're the farmer. You go out there and check your prize cow. And you don't do anything to it except for cut its asshole out.
Take its asshole.
Now, what the fuck they want that for? It's a delicacy, right?
I suppose, man.
I hear cow tongue's pretty good. I've never.
Yeah,
had
I've heard that too.
Cow asshole.
I don't know about that, man. Maybe they're putting the tongue through the asshole.
That just seems like something kind of boredom brought that on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're making like trinkets for a flea market or something.
Fuck, dude. I don't know. Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Wish someone cut out my asshole.
Oh, man.
I will say I went to Poasttown Elementary School this
Yeah.
weekend for a ghost hunt to watch the guys over at Cryptids of the Corn and Hillbilly Horror Stories. Had a friend of the show there and his daughter, and we went up to the mean teacher's room, and we had a fucking catastrophic paranormal event, and all of us nearly perished. All of us nearly died.
Love when that happens.
All I'm saying is Poasttown Elementary's got some shit going on. Dog.
Hell yeah. I like that.
That dude, it was a locker that slammed.
Mm-hmm.
That poor dude shit himself.
He should have.
He did not represent Brohio or the brand very well.
Yeah.
He fucking pooped all over himself.
Yeah.
He was scared. Me, on the other hand, I sat there stoically with my diaper filled to the brim. Didn't tell anybody that I pooped my pants. Dude, my daughter, my 10-year-old, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We gotta get the fuck out of here. I think I heard her say shit once, but I didn't say anything.
Shit. Well, I mean, yeah, you can't really say anything when something like that happens. It's like, okay, I understand and respect it.
For real. All right, let's take a quick break for a few of our sponsors. You just fucking, did you cream?
Mouth noise.
Oh, mouth noise.
I want the yawn and my mouth just went.
Don't you wish you could gleek on command?
I used to be able to.
Really?
Yeah, and then I stopped doing it, and then now I can't do it anymore.
We went to school with a bro named Kelly, and this motherfucker could gleek from one end of the parking lot to the other.
Yeah, Beverly does it all the time. She can do it.
Used to beat the shit out of his girlfriend, too.
Damn. That was sad.
Yeah, man, that's on him, though. That's not me.
Yeah, I taught myself in high school, like from drinking Mountain Dew. I would drink Mountain Dew, and it made it every single fucking time it happened, man.
Oh,
I'd be able to just go and nail you, point blank range.
It's so gross.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
I don't think it's real spit, though. I think it's like when a girl squirts on you.
like
That's
squirt, yeah.
It's not piss. Oh, I'm a squirter.
Just spit fresh from the source, right from your mouth hole.
Speaking of squirting, what is sex trafficking?
Good segue.
Tell him, Rob. Fucking tell him, dude.
Oh, shit, you're asking me? Okay.
No, I wasn't asking. I was just like, all of a sudden I decided, hey, this looks like a good fucking spot for Rob Dog to read it because he's a strong reader and I'm not.
All right. Now, sex trafficking is when someone is made to perform commercial sex. That's a thing. I've never seen that commercial. On a broad scale, it's a criminal economic system that relies on exploitation to meet the demand for paid sex. While victims enter this system on various paths, sex trafficking is always characterized by force, fraud, or coercion, or victimizes a minor. Regardless of other factors, buyers and traffickers regularly target people who are vulnerable, searching for a better life, struggling with poverty, or living in an unsafe situation.
And in this episode, it's kind of hard to human trafficking and sex trafficking. They kind of go hand in hand. While they're not the same, they are very much similar because there's so much overlap. It's easy to confuse the two. Human trafficking is an umbrella term that covers sex trafficking as well as other forms of violation like forced agricultural labor, domestic servitude. Sex trafficking is human trafficking that specifically exploits people sexually for profit. When you hear about the sweatshops in China.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about stuff like that. A lot of forced slavery type situations in North Korea, I believe.
Yeah.
That's human trafficking. Under that umbrella is sex trafficking. While someone may not be forced to work 20 hours a day making knockoff football jerseys, they're being forced to have sex for a profit. Now, these are some stats I got from Wikipedia in reference to sex trafficking. In 2012, the International Labor Organization reported 20.9 million people were subjected to forced labor, and 22%, 4.5 million were victims of forced sexual exploitation. The ILO reported in 2016 that of the estimated 25 million persons in forced labor, 5 million were victims of sexual exploitation. However, due to the covertness of sex trafficking, obtaining accurate, reliable data, it's just not there. And that's kind of one thing I thought about this is how would they even be able to compile the data or the statistics for something like this? Because I would have to imagine that a majority, not the minority, but the majority of these people, it's very much carried out underneath a veil that they're not able to be part of a statistic, unfortunately. The global commercial profits for sexual slavery are estimated to be around $99 billion.
Oh, God.
Holy shit, buddy.
That's with a B, billion.
Yeah, in 2005, the figure was given as $9 billion for the total of human trafficking, but now we're talking 99, the global commercial profits. Now let's talk about the pimps for a second, or the men that kind of drive these situations. And I've told my pimp story before. You know, I was in the third, fourth grade, I think it was. Somebody said something about a pimp, and I said, "Yeah, man, that's a pimp." And I had no idea what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one bad kid we went to school with named Ryan Barco. He knew everything. He was in foster care. He knew all the fucking bad shit. And I just ran up to him during lunch, and I got in his ear and said, "Ryan, what's a pimp?" And he just looked at me, he had a lisp. He said, that's the king of the hose. And I said, okay. And I left. I left that conversation. I still had no fucking idea what I was talking about. But I knew the pimp was the king of the hose.
That's all you need to know at that age.
But think about that answer for a kid in the fourth grade. I think it was fourth grade, man. That kind of answer from a kid in the fourth grade.
Hose.
What's a pimp? It's the king of the hose. I so vividly remember asking him that.
It's such a like confident answer for like a fourth grader. Oh, it's the king of the hose.
Yeah, it's the king of the hose.
Oh,
You're right, though, man.
I mean, yeah, in a way.
A 2017 analysis of 1,400 child sex traffickers arrested in the United States in the last decade found that 75% of traffickers were male and around 24.4% were female. The average age of male traffickers was 29 years old, and the average age of female traffickers was about 26 years old. Of those whose race was identified, 71.7% were African American, 20.5% were Caucasian, and 3.5% were Hispanic, with some of those being Pacific Islanders and of Asian descent. In pimp-controlled trafficking, the victim is controlled by a single trafficker, and I believe that's, when we talked to Haley in a little bit, that's kind of what she was dealing with. While he might have been part of a broader scheme, she was dealing with a one pimp situation.
Yeah.
The victim can be controlled by a trafficker physically, psychologically, and emotionally. To obtain control over their victims, traffickers will use force and drugs as well as emotional tactics. In certain circumstances, they will even resort to various forms of violence such as gang rape and mental and physical abuse. Traffickers sometimes use offers of marriage or modeling careers to obtain victims. Other times they use threats, intimidation, brainwashing, and kidnapping. Child grooming is commonly used. That's what all the Democratic and the Republican parties here in America, that's what they use to groom the kids that they're fucking at all these resorts and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Epstein Island, stuff like that, Bohemian Grove. Skull and Bones Society. What they do is they groom these children. They bring them to these parties, and they bring these boys and these grown political figure, these men. They fuck these kids, and they do it in front of each other. So then they have dirt on on one another. So then they can have all these super secret society meetings, these fucking Bohemian Grove, the cremation of care, the Illuminati, George Soros, all the shit, man, because they've all been watching each other eat these boys out, suck their dicks, and fuck each other. They're all fucking these kids, so they have dirt on each other, so that way they can break bread in these secret meetings, and they just, I can make these backdoor deals with each other because, you think this guy's going to run and tell on you? Well, he's not, because we saw him sucking a kid's dick the other night.
Shut the fuck up.
When I'm right, I'm right.
Yeah, I mean,
when I'm on, and when I'm right, Rob. I just get so tired of these politicians raping kids. I know it's happening.
oh yeah.
You don't think it's happening, do you?
Oh no, I definitely do.
You do.
All the elites. They're putting the naughty in Illuminati.
Lizards.
Yeah.
They're all fucking lizards.
Yeah, they are.
And it fucking scares you, man, because the way social media is now. I heard kids getting trafficked off of Roblox and shit from the fucking...
Isn't that wild?
From the chat on Roblox.
Yeah.
Kids getting, bad shit happening to them. And they meet... Think about it. You want nothing... if you're not a parent, it's kind of hard to understand, but you want nothing more than for your child to fit in and have friends and enjoy growing up.
Yeah.
And then when you see your kid not having friends, it makes you sad as a parent.
Yeah.
And then if your kid starts to confide in some internet friends, I guess then as a parent, you're just like, I'm finally fucking glad that he or she's finally talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And you just kind of roll with it. But in all actuality, you gotta pay attention to these things, because your kid could be talking to some guy, some seasoned working girl that's grooming them essentially for a meetup in a kidnapped situation, much like Haley went through that we talked to later on in the episode.
Yeah. She
just said, I've been talking to this guy, and he made me feel like he had a place for me. And then next thing you know, you're waking up in the Brohio studios. You got you're chained to the wall. Me and Rob are sitting here eating fucking bean dip, Fritos.
A couple weeks ago, I sucked dick for some Robux. I'm not proud of it, but hey.
My kids will legit get $150 on their birthday.
Yeah.
And try and flip all of it into Robux. And I will not stand for it, dude. My daughter, one time, she had $180. She said, "Can I get all Robux for this?" Absolutely not.
Fuck no. Jesus Christ. I'll let you do like 20.
Yeah, no. I that's what I said. I said, I'll let you do 10 or 20, or I said, I'll let you do 10 now. That's what I said. I said, you can do 10 now, and then you can do 10 in a little bit when you run out. As soon as she got the fucking first $10,
it was gone.
She literally just did a 360 right in front of me and said, "All right, I'm ready for the next 10. I already spent that 10. What'd you buy? A house. Oh, okay. Oh, I can get that. I can get that. The entire fucking house. I get that. It's a little pricey. Robux. Dude, when I got money for my birthday when I was a kid, we're going to KB Toys. We're going to Toys R Us. We're going to Meijer, Walmart. We're going toy shopping, dude.
For sure.
We're going to the hobby shop. I'm going to get a model that I'm never going to put together.
Dude, I love doing models back in the day.
Why don't we do them anymore?
I don't know, man. It's like an old guy thing now.
It is, but, dude, I remember going to Meijer, and they would have a
wall
laid out model section.
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
And my dad used to do it a little bit. My brother did.
It was like a whole aisle.
And you paint them and stuff.
Yeah.
And I really started to think about getting to painting the miniatures for D&D and shit too. But I've met some every single person I've talked to in person about D&D, they really scare me.
Yeah.
I need to find normal people to D&D with. Though John Ellinger, I trust him. and I would do some stuff with him. But we got to find other people to do this together. I'm not trying to fall victim to a trafficking thing. I know that.
Yeah.
And that's one way to traffic me is to invite me to like a Ghostbusters party or a D&D thing, something cool. That would be one way to chlorophyll me and take me someplace.
To take your chlorophyll.
Yeah.
Make you photosynthesize.
Yeah, but you know, to go back where we were, you got to pay attention to your kids and the relationships they're engaging in online. Fucking go through their phones like a crazy boyfriend shit. I went to my daughter's recently deleted messages the other day.
Oh man,
her fucking heart sunk, buddy. She's like, "Oh, I didn't know that was there." She just fucking walked away. Oh, I didn't know about that.
Dude, I'm so scared to look at my oldest son's phone.
Dude,
I'm terrified.
Just do it.
No, I don't know if I can.
We should get drunk and do it just to laugh.
Oh man.
And after they kind of groom and abduct these kids essentially, and they're using a lot of social media, and they once they get them under their wing, they start to advertise them. The back pages, they advertise them on the social networks. But after the victim has joined the offender, various techniques are used to restrict the victim's access to communication with home, such as imposing physical punishment unless the victim complies with the trafficker's demands, and making threats of harm and even death. Victims may experience Stockholm Syndrome, as captors often manipulate victims into believing they are in a romantic relationship with their captor. Fuck, man. It's just all just mental manipulation. There's one thing, what they call Romeo pimps or lover boys.
What?
I'm a Romeo pimp. I'm not, actually. That's a pretty cool name. They're essentially people that just beat the pavement all day on social media. That's their thing, is they capture these girls' hearts on social media, sometimes boys as well. Mm-hmm. But they're just on social media putting up these facades, I'm in love with you. There's something here for you. I got a place for you to stay. I got a place for us to meet up. And that's what their day is. Their job is to manipulate and curate all of these relationships with these teenagers and these kids, essentially grooming them until they can get them in the position of capture. Sometimes these kids willingly show up. They don't even have to be fucking kidnapped. They just show up for something they don't think they're showing up for.
It's wild, man.
And they kidnap them and force them into sex trafficking. There are more human slaves in the world today than ever before in the history of the world. Isn't that
crazy?
Fucking wild, dude. Human traffickers often use a Sudanese phrase, quote, use a slave to catch a slave, and we'll call them seasoned girls, seasoned people that have been captured before, that have kind of, they've grown out of the phase of, okay, I'm in this, but I need to get out of it. And they essentially go into the phase of, this is my life now.
Yeah.
And once they get to that point where they're seasoned enough, then the pimps and whatnot can actually use them, like kind of by proxy, to groom other younger generations, to groom other people. An estimated 30,000 victims of sex trafficking die each year from abuse, disease, torture, and neglect. 80% of those sold into sexual slavery are under 24 years old, and some are as young as 6 years old. One convicted sex trafficker by the name of Ludwig Tarzan Feinberg. That's a scary fucking name right there, dude.
Fuck, you never seen a gangster ass motherfucker named Ludwig?
Street name's Tarzan, dude.
Tarzan.
That's a bad boy right there. He, in one interview, he said you can buy a woman for $10,000 and make your money back in a week if she is pretty and young. Then everything else from there is profit. So a young, attractive female, a going rate is $10,000. We're not talking about a houseboat. We're not talking about a car. We're talking about buying a human teenage girl.
A fucking person.
for $10,000.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. It's disgusting, and it makes me sad. And this is just crazy. A lot of people, they say, what if you could have one superpower, what would it be? Some people say, I wish I could fly. Some people say, I wish I could have X-ray vision so I could see the size of every guy's cock that walks by.
Fuck yeah, sign me up.
If that was a superpower you had, you just
I only want to be able to see naked men.
when men walk by, they just have like this translucent number on their forehead, and it's the size of their
2.
Yeah, it's the size of their erect dick.
3.6. That'd be kind of fucking cool, man.
You'd be like, Nick, there's no number on your head. And I'm like, I know. You want to know why? My superpower, wish I had, is I would just wish I could show up for women and children and even guys that are in situations like this and just rescue them, just save them from this hell, man. We can usually make the most, find the humor and everything, but man, this is an episode where I really wanted to talk to her, but I knew there was going to be some sensitive topic, some sensitive stuff. But in the beginning of the episode, I am dropping in a disclaimer for anyone that needs to get help. There's a hotline.
Yeah, they'd have already heard it by now if they're listening.
They would, and hopefully, I hope that one person finds the daylight in the darkness from listening to this. I hope someone that's never listened to a podcast hops on and says, "Sex Trafficking Podcast." And our fucking dumb mugs come up and they click on and they listen. And they're like, all right, these guys are funny, but they're trying to help me. And they take that lifeline and they run with it and they do get help. That's the one thing. And Tarzan, thanks for letting us know the going rate for a nice young girl. Because without your help, Ludwig, we would have not known.
Yeah, we've just been guessing.
Yeah. A human trafficker can oftentimes earn 20 times what he paid or she paid for a girl. Provided the girl was not physically brutalized to the point of ruining her beauty, the pimp could sell her again for a greater price. And I'm not talking about the money they make from flipping tricks. So when they take these girls and have them go on dates every night, and they're taking these teenage girls, and men are paying hundreds of dollars to have sex with them. They're making that money, okay? But then on top of that, they turn back around and they'll actually sell these girls to other pimps. And sometimes these girls can go for as much as $250,000 whenever they're selling them. Fuck, man.
Probably get like a bag of Cheetos for us.
For us, dude, yeah, a busted bag of Cheetos.
Yeah. It's one with a lot of air.
There's no way. I remember there used to be some cars on my dad's car lot, and I'd be like, how much for that one, Daddy? You're like, I'll fucking pay you to take that off my lot. That's what it would be like for us. How much for them big boys? Well, hell, it's on you if you want them out of here.
I got a lot of health problems.
One's got diabetes. Diabetes what? Diabetes titties. That's what I have, diabetes titties. I think I am feeling a lot better. Cut the sugar and shit out, man. I feel a lot better.
That's good.
Fucking carbs and sugar will make you feel like you're going to die.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Carbs are so fucking good, though, man.
Oh, dude, we had usually on the weekends I'll have a cheat meal, and last night I had spaghetti and meatballs. 11 o'clock. Yeah, about 11 p.m. last night. I started to call and make reservations at the morgue because
I need to book a reservation. Sir, this is a morgue. For one, please.
Montgomery County Coroner's Office. This is Randall. How can I help you? Hi, I have a party of one. I'll be there in about 45 minutes. What do you mean you'll be here?
Oh, shit.
Oh, you'll pick me up?
Sir, I just ate some pasta, and I'm going to pasta away.
Yeah. I believe it's going to cause me to pass away. That's how I fucking felt after eating that spaghetti, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what my wife said because we went to that haunted elementary, so I took my 10-year-old daughter and her friend out by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
My wife said, "What'd you get to eat?" I said, "Spaghetti." She said, "You carb loading for a marathon?" I said, "No, I just wanted some spaghetti and meatballs." And then she's like, "You think you're gonna feel like shit?" And I said, "I'll be fine." 11 o'clock. I was doing that. Please, God, fucking take me.
Yeah.
If you can help me get through this night, I'll believe in you. I will serve you. I'll go. I actually was supposed to go to church this morning because I've said, if you let me live tonight, I'll go to church tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I've betrayed him already on our newfound relationship.
Luckily, he doesn't exist. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, man. It's
Sorry.
last night I was talking to him though, so
Yeah.
that motherfucker was there. Perusing the webs on people that kind of women and their stories of getting caught up in sex trafficking. Aside from Haley, who we're going to talk to her here in about 15 minutes or so. This first story, the girl says, well, the question proposed was sex traffickers. What's your story? And this girl, she told her story. She said, I ran away from a group home when I was 15. I ended up homeless after I ran out of people I could live with. I got taken in by a guy who got me hooked on heroin. He did it intentionally. After a bit, he sprung the catch that it was expensive and I couldn't keep getting it from him for free. He wanted favors. The first time it was him, then it was his friends, which was whoever, it turned out to be whoever paid. He dropped the act quick, though, when he realized I was so checked out, I didn't even care that he was pimping me. I wasn't with him for very long, though. He got bought out by a large group, and they moved me to Montreal. It wasn't like I didn't think about it. I even left a few times before that. Well, after she tells this part of her story, they moved her to Montreal. Someone asked her a question, said, why didn't you just run away? And she said, it wasn't like I didn't think about it. I even left a few times before that. I came back, though. They make you really think you'll never be able to live without them. And when you're dope sick, nothing else matters, not even knowing what will happen when you go back. When I finally left, I still thought I'd be dead without them. I just didn't care. I left in the middle of the night and just laid down in a snowbank and waited for it to be over. She was essentially just laying down to die. Someone found me after I passed out, probably a banger or a homeless man, because he didn't call the cops or anything, and he also stole my earrings.
Fuck. What a piece of shit.
That's a nasty thing to steal off somebody.
Yeah.
He dropped me on the front step of a house and knocked on the door until someone opened it, and apparently they just turned and left without even saying anything. They were good people, though. They got me on the methadone, and I got a lot better after that. The stolen earrings thing, that takes me back to, I believe it was MTV Cribs.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Cribs. They had a guy, they had Tommy Lee on there.
Yeah.
And they had a guy that was a big Tommy Lee fan essentially going through his house with him. It might not have been Cribs. But Tommy Lee, towards the end of it, he's like, man, thanks for doing this. And as a gift from me to you, I want to give you, like, my belly button piercing. I think it was his belly button. And that guy was like, okay. But Tommy Lee's like, we got to boil it first, though, because I got hepatitis. Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So they sat there and boiled his belly button ring and just talked shop, dude. Just, how'd you like playing in Metallica? Tommy Lee's like, yeah, fuck yeah, Metallica, man.
He just gave him an autograph.
Just fucking strung it, yeah. Could have signed a T-shirt, maybe got him a foam finger or something like that.
Yeah, something cool.
I'm going to give you my belly button ring, but we got to boil it first so it doesn't kill you. That guy had fucking hepatitis.
Man.
Oh, dude, that's fucking, I don't know. But God love him. He could drive a fucking boat with his dick.
Yeah.
That's a huge cock.
He's got a baby arm for a dick.
Huge, huge cock. He posted a picture of his dick recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple months ago.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Still a huge dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huge cock.
I'm still scared of it.
And then he did that little thing a few nights later after the dick pic got out. He was on stage at his concert. And he said,
Oh yeah.
"You guys want to see my wiener?" And he had a fucking
Wiener
entire
dog in his pants.
entire dog in his Adidas pants.
Yeah. That wiener has been in some top tier poon, man.
Pam Anderson, 95.
Yep. Heather Locklear, he was in that. He fucked the 90s, dude.
What a guy.
I know.
He's a sex trafficker. He has been trafficked. He has seen a lot of sex. This other story, it says she got hooked up with her mom's husband. So I guess it'd be like her stepdad. Her stepdad said, "I'll fix your papers." It turns out it was like a visa related thing,
Okay.
Residency thing.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out he's in a gang with a lawyer. I mean, that's how you know.
Oh shit.
That's how you know. That's how you know it's a fucking badass criminal enterprise that they got lawyers and shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
A gang with a lawyer. I was fixed a provisional temporal residency. Then anytime the lawyer or the husband needed money, they'd threaten with taking the temporary green card. The husband would break into the house and instigate threats and violent behaviors. They don't break into a house. They simply have a system down to a science of abuse. If you marry an immigrant woman and break into her house and attack the children or the dependents, you're suddenly, quote, not committing felony breaking and entering, nor are you committing assault on the kids. Because you're married to the mom, it is now domestic violence. And with a lawyer in that scam, they call that a loophole.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, Jesus, dude.
Shit.
That is some dark work right there.
Yeah.
Think about that. Especially vile and prevalent against children and disabled individuals under 26. Why under 26? Because you can claim kids as dependents up until 26 years old, and so claim the tax and other benefits, SNAP, stamps, food stamps, tax deduction, and all the additional monies you get. Anyways, once you're paid enough for the 26th birthday rolls by, you can cripple the kids with strangulation and then have the lawyer loophole them out of the temporary green card. Injured kids go back to Mexico to die and can't come back to press charges. Rinse and repeat every 2 to 5 years.
Jeez.
Oh my fucking God.
Wow.
There's a lot. I'd like to dig in. I don't know what that process is called, but I'd love to learn more about that. That seems fascinating. I love intricate criminal activity.
Yeah.
That seems exactly what that is.
Especially that, man. You fucking work for an organization that has their own lawyers. Like, that's fucking wild. They're just finding you certain loopholes for them to be able to get more and do more.
That's wild, man.
Ugh.
And some things that you can pay attention to if someone you perhaps suspect as being human or sexually trafficked, if they're living with their employer, these are just little things that you might notice. Poor living conditions, multiple people in cramped spaces, inability to speak to individuals alone, their answers appear to be scripted and rehearsed, their employer is holding identity documents, the signs of physical abuse, submissive or they're going to be submissive or fearful, unpaid or paid very little, and then also if you notice that they're under the age of 18, they're dealing in prostitution, that's a good likelihood that they're being trafficked against their will. And some questions that you can, if you have someone, a loved one or someone close to you, that you can ask them to maybe kind of find out more about their situation. You can ask them, can you leave your job if you want to? Can you come and go as you please? Have you been hurt or threatened if you tried to leave? Has your family been threatened? Do you live with your employer? Where do you eat and sleep? I know these sound like really mundane things, but someone in a situation like that isn't necessarily, even when we were talking to Haley, she said, I didn't eat. Like, I didn't know where my food was coming from. I didn't know where I was staying at from day to day. It just, none of it was right. And you can ask someone these questions, and their faces are going to tell the tale, but ultimately they're not going to have the answers to these questions unless they're kind of rehearsed and scripted. You can ask, are you in debt to your employer? While you may feel that way, that shouldn't be the case. Do you have your passport or identification, and who has it? Those are just some of the things that you can ask to, I hope that there's no victims of sexual trafficking that are listening to this episode. But ultimately, if they are, I hope that they find help. If that's you that's listening, you can send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to help you and extend a helping hand or get you to the resources you need. And look, nobody deserves to be in this situation. We make a lot of fun of a lot of stuff. This shit's fucking heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
To think about you and I, we wake up every day and we make a choice. Go to work, stay home, breakfast, skip breakfast. Do I want to fill up my water bottle? Which bathroom do I want to go to? There's people out there that don't have a choice, man. They just wake up and they're abused. They're put in situations that's just like not something that they would ever want to be a part of.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart that kids are affected by this. I don't know what the exact numbers are. And the hard thing for you and I here in rural, I guess, suburbia Dayton, Ohio, this stuff is going on, man. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not going on. We live close to Miller Lane at the interstate section of I-70 and I-75. It's said to be a huge human trafficking corridor through there. There's some hotels down the road, and I know it's going on. I know it's going down. They bust them up all the time. It just makes you, and even a lot of parents and stuff have claimed they've been walking through Walmart and some of the stores around here, and they'll have certain ethnicity groups, certain what look to be gang-affiliated individuals that just keep an eye on their kids when they're walking around, watching your kids, waiting for you to take a step away from them, watching your patterns and how you act with your kids in the parking lot, because these guys are fucking preying on you and your families. So that's my word of advice to you is always
be aware of your surroundings and your kids and yourself, and just keep yourself safe.
And if you I always keep it, if you're here on the YouTube stream, I always keep a kitchen knife with me. That's the safest thing you can do, just like a good old-fashioned, what brand is this? Stainless China is the brand here.
Great brand.
Chef Mate.
Terrific. Real good for stabbing.
I keep one of these motherfucking 6-inchers on me.
Yeah, it's serrated a little. Oh, shit.
You know why this knife is down here?
No.
I was using it to cut drywall.
Fuck yeah.
Steak knife doubles as a great drywall knife.
There you go. Hacks from the pro. Bob Vila over here.
Hanging windows by the middle of the week, dude. Stick around for the interview. Haley is genuinely one of the coolest, nicest people we've ever had the opportunity to talk to. We've talked to a lot of cool people on this show. As for us, it's Sunday night. Hopefully we can release this tonight. I don't know. I might be able to get to bed at a good hour and just do this tomorrow.
There you go.
Ooh, we got beef jerky out there, too.
Yeah, we do.
Wait till you try this jerky, dog.
Oh, dude, I cannot wait for you to jerk me.
It's going to light you up a little bit.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Hope it hurts my butt.
It's sweet, spicy. This is world famous. All right, guys. Well, enjoy the interview, and we'll catch you later on in the week. Maybe some other, maybe next week. Maybe never again.
We don't know.
We don't know. Well, we got to stick around for the cruise.
Yeah, that's true. But I do know that.
Oh,
go ahead.
For the cruise,
yeah,
it's fucking discombobulated and broken.
Okay.
But a majority of the details for the cruise, you can go to brohiopodcast.com/cruise.
Oh.
And a lot of the deets are in there. Let's see if I can bring it up right here.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look.
brohiopodcast.com/cruise.
Oh my God.
Takes you right there to our fucking page. September 16th, 2024. All the landing spots, and then it tells you who to call to book it, how much it cost.
Yeah, it's a whole breakdown right there for you.
brohiopodcast.com/cruise.
And there is a secret link on that page, too, where you can see our assholes. So everybody go to it.
Start clicking on everything, see what works for you. Shit,
all right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Love you. Okay. That link to see our assholes really is on there, guys. So make sure you check every nook and cranny if you really want to see our fucking poop cutters.
Chad W says, "Hey Nick, I hope that's my buddy Chad W from my last employer, because that's a cool Chad. Most Chads, just like whatever, man.
Yeah,
That Chad,
he's a cool Chad.
top 3. I'd say top 3 Chads in the world,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
and I know pretty much all the Chads.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a very short list of club or short list club right there is cool Chads.
no man, he's the fucking coolest. He's
All right.
cool dude.
I believe you.
All right, guys, we appreciate you being here.
Love
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
go eat my fucking beef jerky right off the smoker.
Yeah, we are.
Chad said it's me.
Okay.
It's him, man.
Thank you for being here, cool Chad.
God, he's got a gorgeous bald head. He's just one of those guys that, he said, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah,
Just going to go bald with it.
I love it, man.
Pulled it off. But you can tell that that's the only part of his body that did grow hair. That the rest of his body just was bald. He's just like a baby with a big dick. I don't know that, but
Sure.
you can tell that about
Yeah,
people. So,
yeah, you usually can.
all right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.
All right,
See
bye,
you
guys.
Bye.